good to go. We good to go. Yo, 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 yo. Peace, peace, peace. Greetings, Earthlings. Greetings, greetings from. Anyway, what's up, y'all? SLRBK, and this episode is opinion based episode, and opinion based of what I feel is my own truth about video game YouTubers. Um, yeah, we're gonna get into that one. Um, we're gonna start out with the number 100%, and I'm actually gonna go backwards, like how I did before in another video before. So, out of 100% of YouTube, when it comes to like majority of any categories of things I don't want to say any category. When it comes to certain categories of things you want to look up and learn about on YouTube, it might only be 10% of that community that's genuinely like telling you the truth or like really giving you good information in that category. And predominantly the rest of the 90% is just nonsense. It's capping. So what I mean by that, 90 something percent of the YouTube gaming community is not really legit. And maybe 10% of it is more. Yo, there's YouTube channels that have less than 20K to 30K followings, and they actually got more streams and made more money than some of these channels that got 100K and up followings. And it's because of the data that they put out back to back to back to like as a person or two I follow, genuinely, yo, they got like 300 maybe a piece, maybe 600 videos that they put out of good information. They're not telling you about, oh, remember this game from the Xbox that came out like a billion years ago and everybody already played it a billion times over? You should consider buying it for the 10 billionth time. Sonic. Which there are a couple Sonics that are, to me, I really like. They're gems, bangers. I'm the Sega Genesis era, I like Sonic, and the Dreamcast era, I'm gonna say. But yeah, they capping. When it comes to certain categories and communities on YouTube, they're just capping for streams and entertainment. So why would I say Phoenix Resale is not really that bad of a page, of an individual, of a business? It's the last word I just said. It's because of a business. Most of them other people ain't really giving you like an insight of that, of just for you to start learning how to take a dollar and turn it to a $5 bill. So I would take with grace and appreciation for people like Phoenix Resale and a couple others, which was actually the Game Chasers. Shout out to the Game Chasers. Yo, they're my most crucial people I learned from, actually. How to deal with flea markets and people. Hey, yo, crucial. Like, I'm telling you, on the part of the country I'm at, they were sick of me and my strategies I was trying to do. But I'm happy what I learned from the Game Chasers to apply over to when I was game hunting or whatever. How I would try to like shoot a price to you to see maybe if we could find a medium. And the reason why I'm happy I did that is because even if the person didn't want to agree and then I wind up not buying the object, a lot of those times it could stop me from and help me to buy more of better stuff. So it helped me in the long run. It wound up helping me in the long run. So yo, these kind of people, these kind of pages are introductions to imagination. Now, on the other hand, you come across somebody's page and you're always seeing the same one space. Excuse me, because I'm kind of hypocritical because all my videos is the same one space. But oh, yo, you see this, you see this, you see this, like over. It's not kind of expanding your imagination of how you can travel around and maybe start developing to acquire things. So people like Phoenix Resale, Game Chasers, and other channels like that, I think are good channels to learn to develop some imagination and how you can engage for yourself with people when you want to go out into the world and maybe attempt to see what you can do. So no, it ain't nothing wrong with those channels. Anybody who's criticizing them is either a paid publicity stunt by himself, or it's just people who don't read. They don't got a brain for themselves, because he's not really doing anything to affect any markets, any businesses. A lot of these cartridges are printed in the 100,000s, especially the old ones. He's not acquiring 50,000 Mario cartridges, 50,000 Pokemon. He's not he's all the for all these years Phoenix Resale. I'm just guessing this. All the years so far Phoenix Resale has done on YouTube and documenting his videos, I guarantee he hasn't sold 20,000 I think Mario cartridges. I don't think it's that easy to acquire it like that. So, cause I'm even in that imagination of I would like to buy 10,000 Mario cartridges if I could right now. I would. It's an object that could sell forever. A Mario cartridge, a Sonic cartridge, these certain kind of games that is just timeless pieces. Over time, that's how for my opinion, a Mario cartridge like Mario 1 through 3 or the 64, whatever, and the Super Nintendos, those are going to become timeless pieces. The Game Boy Advance ones, the Nintendo DS ones, those are eventually going to be timeless pieces. But he's not stopping you from finding them same cartridges he's finding. Majority of these cartridges that he's exactly doing what I just said. He's selling wash and repeat of that same cartridge, and you can find it too. So I think that's like a weak argument, how people complain about people who acquire electronics and then they sell it for the prices they sell it for, and is that fair or not? Well, I'll give you one simple answer about the internet and business. Yeah, it's 1,000,000,000% fair. It's 1,000,000,000% fair. It's your choice and your discretion, whatever price you want to put to an object. It could be your booger, a piece of string, your hair from your beard. I don't care what it is of an object. It's your choice to whatever you want to put as the price for it. So, and it's the individual themselves who's seeing that object. If they got the money or the addiction, whatever is their nonsense, that will pay for it or won't pay for it. But ain't none of these people on YouTube right now at the moment stop me at all from doing what I'm doing. Not one person on YouTube right now, not one single person on YouTube right now. I'm running laps on a couple people already right now, unless they're keeping the information on the DL. For a couple of YouTubers who's up to 50Ks, 30Ks, whatever's all this nonsense and all these strategies they're doing, I'm running I'm already like ahead of a couple of them. I show this all the time. I show this all the time. I show this all the time. Just 1 second. Just 1 second, old Chappy Roonies. But stuff like this, from the old ColecoVision days, I might have only paid like $3-4 or whatever for this a long time back. I think it's like maybe 5 or 10 of these. And this is like kind of before I was born, so I thought that was a cool object for, I guess to say for myself as a collectible. But just 1 second. so I could grab a box that I show all the time when I do these live streams. I show this all the time. I'm gonna pull out this one box. I don't even play video games. I play Dead by Daylight Mobile. I'm lying. I've been playing that for years, and I'm not gonna stop. I'll play that. That's the one game I'll play all day long. Dead by Daylight Mobile. But the ain't nothing wrong with Phoenix reselling his business, and anybody else who's doing that as well. It's up to you to know about price and value, about what you're about to get into, and if you don't take out the time, that's your own nonsense of a problem. There's a game for the PS2 called Sky Gunners. Nobody's talked about this game. Gunner's Heart. It never came out for no consoles besides the PC. It's a PC doujin. Nobody's mentioned Gunner's Heart. You seen it here first. I'm not even gonna cap like that because it is a couple people I think in the community who post actual videos of this stuff. But some of the games from Japan come on a blank disc. Some of these video games from Japan come on blank disc. Eternal Fighter Zero. So some of the Eternal Fighters you could download from the Internet Archive if you want to play it. You could download it for free. But the real prints of it came like this too. Cause I got one that's like printed like this for this game. But then I got ones that's blank disc. So your average Western region person ain't talking about this yet. And this is already 10, 15-year-old games. These are 10, oh, here we go. Sky Gunners for the PS2 I was just talking about. Sky Gunners demo disc. Gunner's Heart. Nobody's not talk about this yet. What year is this again? It's 1 minute. 2006. What year is this one? For the first the original Sky Gunners. So 2002. And then, bro, I'm gonna show, just to show you like a little bit of a picture of the screen. So this is the PS2 one. Now look at the pictures of this one. This game came out. This game is almost 20 years old, and they ain't talking. This is like basically the continuation to this game. What demo disc is this? Steamboat Chronicles, sealed. I think I want to get it for $10 or something like that. I thought that was a good price, so. That was when I was collecting demo discs. But Phoenix Resale is ain't nothing wrong with that dude. He's fine, man. He inspired him, and a lot of those collectors inspired me. They definitely did inspire me. That it got me to the stage I'm at right now. You don't see them post this stuff. You don't see them post games like this. You don't see Pixel Squad, Game Chasers. You don't see none of them posting this kind of stuff. Want to buy 2 copies of this? Both, and I'm really lucky. Both of them came sealed. Actually, all these games I'm showing you right here, well, for just these are sealed. Now that's put away. But why they not telling you? So if there was a secret to tell y'all, they don't. If you're in America, people don't want you to leave out the country. Because once you leave out the country, you're gonna figure out how to make more money. Once you leave the country, it creates an opportunity for something for you to make it to thousands of dollars. And most people want you to stay here forever and never. The game of America is importing and exporting. The game of the world is importing and exporting in general. And what's been holding you back this whole time, and the trick of life was trying to keep you stuck to a job. And basically, you're never using your money to learn how to import export. So there's a eBay account that's selling Korean games, and that dude is asking in the hundreds to thousands of dollars for a single games because of its exclusive to regions. Which one is this? I forget the name of this one, but this is not bad of a game. This is I got part 1 and part 2 to this. This is a fighting game. So I'm still in the early stages of this channel, even though this channel been for a while. But eventually I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a laptop set up and have more visuals going on while I'm presenting, you know, these kind of yet to be shown video games that's well over 10 years and better old. These are bangers. These are bangers I'm showing you. Bangers. Like, you're at the video game industry is separating by years and years before you're gonna see these games ever come out. They playing with y'all, basically. And I've been reaching out to a couple of them seriously, trying to see which one is gonna be smart enough to pick me up to work for their company as one of their scouts for the potential stuff to publish and release. Because why is these games not coming out over here? There's tons of people who are love themselves shmup shooters, these STG shmup shooters, and these games is sitting in Asia, never coming out over here. What's going on? So people like Phoenix Resale, Game Chasers, Pixel Squad, I learned from those channels, and they got me to this level. And on Pixel Squad Podcast or Pixel Squad Plus, they some of the people they interview and I'm like right there next to what they're doing on eBay and whatnot. Let's just say, hypothetically, I'm buying the same object, but really they don't even got these objects I'm showing right here on their page yet. So dude, I got like 200 of these games, and I think it's like well over maybe 2,000. And these games over time is gonna come out for the Switch or for the PlayStation or blah 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 la la la. But I'd rather the PC version. That ain't gonna ever get taken off of the stream platforms or any whatever. This is a compilation of 5 games in one. I got like maybe three discs like that, and I got another one coming soon that I didn't even know was a compilation, and I'm cool with that. But they're baby feeding the industry basically. Because when I started playing Japanese games a while back, it's way more faster, it's way more difficult than American games. And I think the reason they did that is that might have wound up killing your average individual over here in America. It could have broke their confidence at trying to learn and get good at the object. Like, America is microwaved, if maybe to say. So they'll play something and think they're really nice at it, and maybe in reality they never were. Because I'll give you an example. NBA 2K. Love the game. I love the game. It might sound crazy. I stopped playing it beyond a decade ago. But I played that game. I played it from the very first one. Which your average person would think the first one was named 2K. No, I think it was called In the House for the Sega Saturn. It was like 2 of them. One of them had Kobe on the cover. I think 97. That was the first 2 NBA 2Ks for the Sega Saturn. So when I started trying to play when I was playing the Dreamcast version, enjoying it, fun, whatever. I don't know if it was between the Xbox 360 or the Dreamcast. When I finally would play online, yo, I had to chill out. I had to back up. I had to hold those L's. Like, yo, maybe I'm not nice at this game. Because I was getting smashed. I would definitely say I was getting shut down. I was getting smashed. But, if it wasn't back to going to, like, how I say these, 90-something% of the video game YouTubers industry. They're full of it. They're full of it. And my best advice I say to anybody who's trying to collect whatever, just research of resources, of places that sell, businesses. Research. That's what will give you your opportunities to whatever you're trying to look for. Like, okay, for me, I like shmups. I like fighting games. I like adventure games. Whatever it is, the category. So, I don't try to complete collecting games for game systems. I just like buying cool games in general. And when I got to learn about all these Japanese games that was like not getting released over here for the PC, some of these games is out on stream platform, but these are the original prints basically I'm showing you. So I was, why not? Why not? And the prices wasn't bad. This is right now the pocket to buy these before these wind up becoming like $100 games and better. So that's another thing about me. When I collect video games, or just buy even for an invest, I'm buying these to resell. You get any object. You buying rice, anything you buy low, you sell high. You buy low, you sell high. I know a person who got these watches are going to be rare. They already are rare. These are gaming watches. These are video game watches. I know somebody who might have at least a couple hundred to 1,000 of them still, and he could put whatever price he wants for it. He controls whoever has the most material of this kind of stuff. You control the market. Whatever object you have, and nobody else got it, and you really have predominantly majority, you run the market. So you could say this is $50. You could say it's $100. And that's what I learned from that guy. So when you're wondering about certain games, why they're expensive, to me, respectably, while I could see why these kind of games I'm saying might be a little bit of money, is because it's extremely difficult to come across these. Some of these games you had to be at an event to get it. Or there was obviously, like, okay, when video games come out, it's gonna be like a year or 2 year gap, maybe a 3 year gap where they're selling the game, and then that's it. So they're not selling this forever and ever and ever and ever like any other video game. It's gonna be around. Maybe let's say it's printed this year, it'll be around over the next 2 to 3 years, and then that's it. It's out of print. It's out of market. So, don't wait for other people's information. Don't wait for anything coming out of other people's mouths. I took 2,000 or whatever more dollars. I don't know, some in the hundreds, into a couple grand or whatever, and I just kept buying them. Just keep buying them. Some of them I didn't even know what I was buying. Some of them, to be honest, I didn't even know what I would want to buy. And I think this is a blank disc. But if I'm to be correct, this is likely what they sold at an event. I did research that. I looked up events, and yeah, they would print blank discs like that for when they sold at like comic book or video game conventions. But they don't talk about that. I've been watching YouTube videos for 4 years, okay. The beginning of me watching video game videos was speed runs, but when it came to start looking into collecting and flea markets and whatever, let's say 4 years, none of them talked about this. All of them went to Japan. Not all of them, but a good amount of them went to Japan. More than 2-3 episodes. None of them talked about these kind of games. So this another dope shmup. These are the type of games where they would say on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, on the older consoles that will have a ton of difficulty to keep up with the frame rate. You don't have that problem when you're playing on a PC. So what was it? A year and a half ago, I would say to y'all, I found some spots out of state that was selling Game Boy Advance games. They didn't even understand what I was doing. I took like maybe $200-300, and I just bought, and because they were selling them for like I think $3, like $2, $3. I thought that was a fantastic deal for a game. The average game, them average games, even if it was the lowest price, might have been $8 to $10, and I'm getting it for $2-3. So I studied the Game Boy Advance category, and any place that I could get some little decent games that maybe people were overlooking for cheap prices, I just bought. It was like maybe 2-3 stores in this one neighborhood out of state, and I just bought. I didn't say bought it out, but I bought a lot of stuff for them. I was buying doubles, triples. I put it. I think I have like two nice sandwich bags, like maybe this big, this wide. I got like 2 sandwich bags full of Game Boy Advance cartridges. And I would suggest anybody. I don't know what happened to the PS Vita, and I don't know if that's gonna follow suit as well with the Nintendo Switch. I have in the 40 years I have honestly not come across like PS Vita games. That follows over with the Switch, that would kind of be, it's gonna be a pickle for a lot of people who are gonna try to collect. That I'm happy I collected over these 2-3 years the Switch games while they was in retail. But that's if possible that a lot of those cartridges will be in the wild in the next coming few years. That's a fantastic object to go after and fill up some bags with. Each nice size sandwich bag maybe will fill up 1,000 or more Nintendo Switch cartridges. I will rack up on those from now to whenever it start happening that people want those cartridges again. If you could, yeah, those things is like this small that like you could fill up like bags into the basically hundreds and hundreds of cartridges could be in a bag. So I definitely would not sleep on the Switch. I don't know what happened with the Vita with like it should be tons of cartridges in the wild of that available, but in reality it's not. In reality, through my searches, I found maybe a place with that, and I'm not paying those price. I wasn't gonna pay those prices for what they was asking. So I'm thinking that the best time to have been buying those Vita games is the same way I'm saying for the Switch. While those games is out on retail, you wait for it to go on sale for the $5 or whatever, and you just keep buying, just keep buying. But ain't nothing wrong with Phoenix Resale. Ain't nothing wrong. Like his kind of business has inspired me. Actually, dramatically inspired me. That like a lot of this stuff I'm showing you, I'm in another category. I learned you take these kind of pages, these kind of YouTube pages, learn and grow from it to next steps. That's what I did. I don't look at people's YouTubes and it's ridiculousness. It's nonsense. Learn what you can intake from the individuals. Study for yourself and try. First 2 years or into 3 years, I wasn't getting any game in every game I wanted to get. It might took into the 3rd or 4th year to finally come across this one game, like Tomba. I finally got Tomba Part 1, which is not to call it say as a child. It kind of is a childhood, like for my young teenage years. Like I always liked that game, and I never had a copy. I finally got a copy, maybe a couple months back. That's not a cheap game. Somebody listed it for like a astronomical price, and I went for it. When I mean astronomically good price, and I went for it. But yeah, like the energy of criticizing and complaining, get at people who are capping. If you want to get at somebody, that's my suggestion to y'all. Get at people who are capping. I'm telling you, there's a lot of them. You should floodgate their pages with cap. Cap. Yo, there's a lot of cappers, y'all. There's a lot of freaking cappers. There's a lot of people who are biased. It's sad to say, through most of my life, you'll think, there's channels that will say that, but they're lying too. That, well, these three people that's on this podcast, we all made relationship with each other through a video game. Yo, a lot of these people aren't genuine, y'all. Majority of people in most categories they turn into a business, I guess, and they're prostituting themselves because you're not legit. You just prostituting and pimping yourself. Oh, look what just came in today, and ooh yeah, Stop playing, bro. I'm the only person in Western region who got a Ray Storm 6 autograph, like whatever they call these Japanese things. I'm the only person in Western region who could show you this. One of the dudes who was interviewed on Pixel Squad Plus podcast, just got a copy of Silent Hill trial demo and is trying to sell it on his eBay. And I immediately found this page and I'm following you because I'm on top of that because I'm trying to sell my copy too. All right, so I got autograph pieces from developers. Ray Storm autograph. So the people you seen with the 30K, all these other, and these people be going to Japan. Anybody you look at and they be going to Japan, why they not showing you this kind of dope stuff? That is the simplest question. Why they not showing you these kind of bank? This is kind of better than having the video game, actually. I posted this in one of them game communities. They bugged out over it. I don't use Facebook. I've never really been into Facebook, but I'm trying to interact with humans. They bugged out over this that was my first pick. They bugged out over that. Immediately it went up to 100 and change likes, and I'm brand new to the page. I think there's a sealed copy too. Chaotic Eclipse. If you like fighting games, 3D, get a copy of Chaotic Eclipse or download this game. Banging 3D fighting game. One of the best fighting games probably you could sniff on. Don't make sense why it didn't come to America yet. It makes no sense. No sense at all. No sense at all. That eventually I will be playing these. I will be live streaming playing these games. Another fabulous shmup game. Still didn't come out in America yet. What year is it? Some of these, that's the funny catch, yo. They don't freaking put a year, and then the Asian people don't even know what year to put that this game came out. So I don't want to call out names, but any people y'all watch, why when they went to Japan they're not showing you this? This is old. It's old already. Why they not showing you that? But they're showing you Sonic Adventure. Like what? What? They're showing you Sonic Adventure. So Phoenix Resale, Pixel Squad, Game Chasers, they good. They're okay actually in the long run. What I will say though is, and this is a tip for a lot of these corny YouTubers. A lot of y'all are disingenuous and you don't engage with people in your comments or that engage with you. Why should they watch your channel? Why should they follow you for? Because you're talking about bullshit? So that's the one thing I noticed about a lot of people. Well, for me, I don't really like engaging with Americans. I'm American myself, but I like engaging with people from other countries because I come to notice they engage right back with you. But y'all try to manipulate people to just be like jocking you or something when like you can watch a lot of these YouTube channels, y'all, for a whole year and you still ain't gonna figure out a dollar. All right, Phoenix Resale, through Phoenix Resale, Pixel Squad Plus, Game Chasers, all them kind of people. That's why I got this in my hand. That's why. So I'll big them up. All right, nah, I was really locked in. Like, yo, I want to figure this out. What Phoenix is doing, because it was a period that was like around COVID. I'm trying to figure out how to make a dollar out of 15 cents. All right, so a lot of the useless YouTube channels, game YouTubers, game whatever YouTubers, they're not telling you, yo, you should already start collecting the demo CDs. These are prototypes. You should start collecting demo CDs. This is yo, bro. I did this a minute ago. I did this. I'm done. I'm not buying PlayStation games like that or the I'm gonna be buying. Nah, that's wrong. If a cool game come out for the PS5 or something, I might better get a copy. I might. But I'm not really buying PlayStation and Nintendo games right now. There's only specific ones maybe for Nintendo I will be buying. But aside from that, I'm in a whole other realm right now. And then eventually, like I don't know if I'm making this word up. It's like a Jewish word, fish. But in Spanish, people hold out there. That might be a wrong word to say, but I mean like transition. I'm just transitioning into other things, yo. So your average YouTubers and whatever. What is the top 3 things they showing you? Streaming of a video game off of Steam. Steam is always legit. Steam platform always legit. PlayStation, Xbox, whatever these systems are that we already know for the 40. But there's only a few people telling you about PC games. There's only a few talking about the PCs. So once I saw that, I'm like, yo, I'm out of here on y'all. Because I was into emulators maybe for beyond the past 20 years. So even, okay, I got some Japanese PlayStation games. I'm gonna play that on the PC. I'm not buying no Japanese consoles. I'm gonna just play it on the PC. So I stay suggesting that to anybody. PC, y'all. PC, the PC. The only thing that's kind of whack with the PC wise is like, I think like maybe when the new Grand Theft Auto come out, it might be exclusive to the PlayStation or something like that. So certain games, if you want to stay on that streaming and getting people to come watch your content wise, yeah, you might have to get that home console. I might be considering getting one myself, but you know, in real 1000% truth, it's just to get some stream. Yeah, it is just to get some streaming while playing GTA. I grew up playing video games, but we'll see in the coming future how much maybe people will click with it or won't click with it, whatever. But yeah, too many people criticize. They do more criticizing and less talking about options. And that's the kind of people I would tell you click off from them. Click off from them. Click off from them. If you can't apply what the individual is saying within a week for yourself, click off from that stuff, yo. So for not say a good amount of them, for some of them, excuse me. I didn't fully click off of them. But in truth, like the realm I'm in now, or what I'm into collecting now, I really don't watch a lot of these kind of YouTubes. I watch I still do watch. I like the Pixel Squad podcast. I like Um, I like Shmup Junkie. I like it's a couple pages genuinely, and excuse me that I can't just say their name off the fly. Um, a lot of people you're gonna like through life. They say might have a nine out of 10 or 99% chance. You're never gonna get to click with them. Now, why I feel a lot of them you won't ever get to click with them is because they're disingenuous to their fans or people who want to engage and learn and grow. Because I'll tell you, 99% of my messages I would shoot out to people is trying to learn and grow, and I'm ready to block you after being left on red or whatever. Because like, okay, you're not a person that would want to teach others. Why do I want to be around something that I'm not learning from? Yeah, I grew out of that from years ago. For me as a human being, I don't know about y'all other earthlings out there. Like, if you like standing around people for the rest of your life, and we can't like learn from each other, I can't do it. So not to keep saying their names over and over and whatnot. Um, each one teach one. You teach yourself about better things. Trials of Cold still not for resale exclusive albums. That for certain ones I don't think you in American region you don't have that. So the reason I'm in America right now, and the fact that I'm showing you if I can get these, you can get them. Now I'm not gonna tell you how I got them, but it's possible. You just gonna have to do the work to figure out how I figured it out. I figured it out on my own. I research. So it's still possible throughout the whole country for you to still be able to buy video games. It takes time. I would say try to ration your money. I would say to an individual who wants to buy video games, study it first. Study it first. I'm going to say it a third time. Study about it first. Don't go buy objects blindly. Study it first. If you go and buy objects blindly, you're going to buy a lot of garbage. And like, for me as a collector and seller and whatnot, when I see people's garbage collections, I am quick to just click off. Like, oh, okay, this person is I'm not gonna say words. Let's just say I make faces. So study it first. Before collecting games, study it first so you can know about certain things of what maybe to go after, that you can acquire something cool instead of buying junk. Because a lot of games will turn out to just be junk. And your pal that you're going to try to present to people like is worth thousands of dollars really ain't going to be worth not even $1 trading at GameStop. So, to keep the buck with you, these kind of games you can't even take into GameStop. These aren't. This isn't. This isn't from this. This type of stuff ain't of this planet. These kind of games. I'm buying games from another planet now. I got another disc that I finally, not to say finally got, I got it months ago, but I've been stalking trying to get a second one, and it still hasn't popped up yet. I'm happy I even got that one in my hands. But this is months and months and months late, and it's still another disc hasn't popped up yet. These discs do not pop up like that. certain games, certain objects that's not listed in Western region, but you're gonna see eventually pop out of the woodworks. It's not easy to obtain it even from that region, meaning the Asia region. So you got multiple regions for video games. You got America, you got Europe, you got Japan. You don't got just Japan. You got Japan, China, Korea, I think Taiwan. You got a couple Asian countries, and your average video game person hasn't even mentioned that. Phoenix resale and how people hate on them. Thank you for my first comment, and peace. Phoenix resale and how a lot of people hate on people who are resellers, but like from every object you stick as food in your mouth or thing that you're wearing to a car you're driven and living in, here is resold to you. Yo, like let's say you're looking for a 1 to 3 bedroom, and oh, you're interested in this one, and you agree with me to rent it out. Here, it's just been resold to you. So that's like a really dumb word people use, reselling. It's you mean just making sales, and it's just business. So it's like so many people, like, to anybody, you the individual, let's just say, no matter what individual, let's just say this is a blank screen, I'm still talking to him like nobody. And you're making money, but it's legit. And people want to find this one word to just glue on to you and keep throwing that word. That's weirdo stuff. As long as what you're doing is legit, it's not hurting people, why am I talking negative about you? So it's jealousy. It's childish. So yeah, I'm just doing this video, I guess, to big them up and big up other people like them, because that's the reason I'm at the level where I got to so far. It's genuinely those people, whether people feel like they hurt the prices of a video game or whatever nonsense, I wouldn't be at this level if it wasn't for people like him. I wouldn't have gotten here yet. So we need to just learn from people and keep it pushing. Learn what you could pick up on and keep it pushing, yo. But most people on YouTube is capping. Most YouTubers are regurgitating, they're capping. There's only a few pages that'll be legit in those categories that are telling you the truth, and the rest are capping. The dude is one dude that shows a lot of these PC dojins. That dude made like well over, I think, 100K. Like, you could look at YouTube pages on here that people might have 50K following, 100K following, and I'm telling you, there's one dude I found got 34K following, and he made more money than most of all these YouTubers I've been watching for the 4 years, and it's because he put out legit information while everybody else was fucking capping. When I got to see how many his streaming numbers, and it was in the millions, I was like, oh, this dude. And I don't mean like he had 1 or 2 million. I mean, like, I think the dude made like maybe, let's say, from 50 to 100K. Yeah. In value of the videos he put out. He put out information, and everybody else be gatekeeping. So anything you try to get into, dig to the bottom of that iceberg. Dig to the bottom of the iceberg. Dig to the bottom. Dig to the bottom. Get out of America and go to a couple. Don't set yourself up going to a couple other countries. Like, do smart shit and learn from those other countries about something that you could pull from that other country and bring back over here and get the fucking bag. That's the game. They want you to stay here for the rest of your life and not realize that your life is about buying an object from another country and getting that bag. That's what this whole country is about. It's not about what comes from here. It's actually what's bought here. And other countries, it's the same thing too. Shoot, some Asian person tried to tell my dad, don't go to Japan. Because I definitely see now why they trying to tell you don't go to Japan. Because that'll put you 10 years, that'll put you 10 to 20 years ahead of the game market. You go to Japan, you go to China, you go to any of these places that they keep trying to tell you is Wuhan or whatever nonsense of whatever they talk about. They're stopping you from seeing a piece of fruit that could make you $1 million over here, and other countries. And I literally mean it could be a piece of fruit, it could be rice, it could be paper, it could be. It's like a billion things, but they trying to keep you stuck in one country. Let's talk about that one. Let's talk about that one. That's what they do around the world. They try to keep you locked into the country, but the real key is don't travel. What I call is jerking off. Travel for tourism. Go and learn ism. What's really popping? What's really going on? What's up that maybe I could take $1 grand, $2 grand, $5 grand, but maybe turn it around to like 20 grand over here. It's mad stuff. Shoot. Don't let me get into the fruit market. I would definitely sell fruit. If I could find a plug for like apples for 20 cents an apple, oranges or a quarter. It likely is out there. And then they busting you in your head at your average consumer for like $1 and change. So it's business. It's business. That's overall what it is. It's business. You know? So anybody who takes out the time to even hear, you know, when I'm chatting boot, it's a thought. And I hope maybe it could spark a good thought to you. I hope what I've said could spark good thought to you. And that's the key. Phoenix sparked good thought to me. I never got no negative thought from him and majority of the people I've been watching. If I maybe I would like to get that video game. That's about it. I would love to have I still don't got I got Silent Hill Japanese, but I don't got the American version. But to be honest with you, if y'all want to don't want to pay the 100 and change, buy the Japanese version. It's in English. Resident Evil, all the Resident Evils are in Japanese are in English. All the Silent Hills are in English. It's just it's all English voice. It's all English voice. You don't really need to read to play those games. The Japanese versions are cheaper. And to me, eventually, that could wind up not being like that. And it could wind up turning around and costing more because the Japanese is the original first print of these games. So, I remember when they was doing them auctions and people was like, wow, the American print of Mario was like these millions of dollars. And there was like a video too I came across and I felt like that person was 100% correct. Like, how is the American print of this video game at this price, but truly the first print is the Japanese game? That just don't make no sense. It should be like anything dealing with books or objects is about the first print. But for some reason, we kind of reverse that over here in America. They do that with the Japanese comics too. I think that is crazy. People are buying the American first prints of the Japanese mangas that you could buy the original actual manga first print for like $2 to $3, maybe even $1. That's just crazy to me. Like that's a category I'm on top of right now. Just buying mangas, trying to get those first prints. I'm buying mangas. I'm buying Shonen Jumps. I was buying some game guides, but those don't pop up. The ones I'm looking for specifically, they don't pop up all the time, and they're not too cheap. So, I collect books. I'm just into multiple categories of things: art, books, objects, video games. I got expensive T-shirts that you'll never see on the internet. I I got objects that's yet to really even. Yo, my eBay, even on my eBay, like the objects I'm selling is the only listing on American Region. Oh, 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 oh. These objects I'm going after, I'm like one of the only people who's listed in Western Region with it. So, teachers study. Take a category, not sneakers. Don't do the sneakers. Find a sensible, true category. You could buy pieces for a computer, wholesale, and just put those away. That's what happened with the Macintosh. There was a piece for the Macintosh. I think that was like $5, and it jumped up to like $1,000. I think. I don't know if it was. It jumped up to like a couple $100 for that one little piece. That I think was like $5. And Macintosh monopolized and bought the company that was manufacturing the piece. And as soon as they did that, it's like whoever might have bought it from a year or 2 years before, and they bought, if you were smart, you bought 1,000 pieces and more, you had a good piece of material. Because now, to get your Macs fixed, you have to directly get it fixed by them. Because people can't buy that piece no more. So whoever was smart enough to buy, to me, if I would have known, I would have bought thousands. You have a and I'm talking about a piece, like I'm talking about a thing like the size of like the size of a cap or something. I'm talking about like a small little piece, a chip or something. That thing skyrocketed in price. There's billions of categories. Medicine. There's billions of categories of things. I'm not saying, not to say billions. Let's say 1 million. There's a ton of categories of things you can invest and get into. So that's what Phoenix Resale, once again to say his name 1 billion times over. That's what he did for me. Him? No, yeah, him and a few others. That's what they did for me. It got me jumping in my car and getting on these apps, and now I got a couple thousand video games. I don't know about a couple thousand. Maybe like maybe like 1,500 or a little more. I'm not sure. But wait for sales. If you're trying to collect modern era games, just wait for the sales, and then clear out when the sales come. That's how I acquired a lot of the American games. I waited for sales between GameStop, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Target, whatever. And when that sale came across, I'll get myself a copy or whatever and just keep putting them away. Keep putting it away. When GameStop will have sales for the game, maybe for $5, $10. And if I think the game is a really dope game or a good, let's just say like a good game or a game I feel might turn rare, I'm getting like 5 copies of it, $50. You got 5 copies, $10 a piece, or 4 copies. The Wild Guns Reloaded. Psh. I'm curious, as long as God can bless me and keep me alive over the next 5 to 10 years, I am going to reflect back about 2-3 games. Let's say Wild Guns is being one of them. And I want to see like who wound up hoarding copies of it, or people just got like a single copy. Like, okay. It's games for the Switch that's going to be in the hundreds, y'all. And you can still buy for like $15-10 right now, $20. There's still games out right now, and them games are gonna be hundreds of dollars later. 2D games. The majority of the games I'm talking about are 2D games. They're not 3D. There are 2D games, and there are a bunch of them that came out, and they are gonna be profitable later on. So Leave a like. I appreciate any likes, any follows. I'll be a capper. Yes, I am gatekeeping myself a little bit. I'm not gonna tell you fully everything I'm doing right at the moment, but I would definitely say to y'all, you're getting way more up-to-date information from my channel and from me than a lot of other YouTubers. Through my pictures or through the things I'm showing to you, and if you take a picture, you're gonna find the other two, three YouTube pages that are people I follow as well. And like if you really go back and you go and look at the people who post these on YouTube, they only get like, they sometimes don't even get a like. And I might have been the person that followed them and gave them their first like. I'm wild astonished to that. I'm like really extremely wild astonished, like that don't make no sense to me. That these are like really good games and good things that I feel like at least a couple thousand people should be entertained to want to see, but they don't know about it. Most people don't know about it. Most people don't know how to search. So if that's anything I could talk about, forget video games. I learned how to search. Learn how to search. Words, like words that come from my mouth, and then take that word and search. And words from other people's videos, and then go search. Learn how to search. That's what gets you closer to whatever you're trying to get into. One second, please. Okay, so make sure my phone don't just die on me out of nowhere. But ain't nothing wrong with their channels. The people who are like, selling, they sold Phoenix Resale. I had the benefit of the doubt. He already sold 4,000 units. I wouldn't talk junk about none of those kind of people, and you ain't even sell 100 units yet. And I'm not talking about 100 units that you sold outside on the block. I'm talking about like you build up a legit resume on the internet, on legit websites that you're selling into the thousands of objects. Like if you haven't even touched the crevice with even 100, and I would guarantee to say that a lot of those people who talk junk, they probably even sell like even 50 pieces. That's hilarious. So for those people who criticize anybody who's resellers, get yourself to at least 500 units. And then talk a little bit, maybe. You could do compare and contrast or something. But your 500 units you sold, and how you're going about selling your 500 units, and their thousands of units they sold, and how they're selling it. Or maybe you're just mad that you don't have a whole map laid out from what that person is doing, that you could do it yourself. That's how I really look at society. Society gets upset when they don't have the same exact. A lot of society sees each other and, oh, I could do that too. In reality, you can't. Like 1,000% reality, a lot of society can't do it too. And that's when they get mad and want to talk about you.